Hello, hello, Mr. Beaver here. A Mr. Beaver that has basically lost his voice at this point, so I apologize if I sound very, very terrible. But yeah, I wanted to do some more casting anyway. So we have another set here from the AOE League's 2v2 tournament, a Division E set from week 3. The matchup is between Templarios Gintonic, TGT, and the Gods of Eejit. So let's look at the map draft here real quick, see if we can't guess the civs for the maps. So the 3 maps: Arabia, Arena, Nomad. So looking at the Gods of Eejit, Nomad's got to be their home map, right? Spanish Persians are in their draft. So yeah, going to say that for Nomad. Arabia, probably Mayans Magyars, since they picked Magyars ahead of Lith, but of course it could be Mayans Lith. And then probably Poles Malay for Arena. TGT, this one's a little harder to call. I'm going to say Koreans for Arena. We've seen a lot of Koreans on Arena in this tournament. And maybe Koreans and... let's go Koreans and Mongols. And let's say Portuguese Malians on Nomad. Berbers, Vietnamese on Arabia. And then down here, man, Ethiopians, Britons. I guess we're just not going to see them the rest of this tournament. They are getting banned all over the place. I think every match I've casted, the last like 4 matches I've casted, it's been either or both of those civs banned. So, yeah, people are giving them the respect those 2 civs deserve. All right, let's get to the games. Game 1, let's roll. We have an Arabia matchup here. For TGT, we've got the Gogs here in the blue playing as the Berbers, teamed up with Leveroy playing as the Vietnamese. So Berbers, Vietnamese. I think we got that one right? I think that's what we guessed. On the other side, Gods of Eejit, we've got Sun Warrior here in the red playing as the Magyars, Emperor Zaki, and the orange playing as the Mayans. And all right, I think we got that one as well. Take a quick look at the maps here. I will fast forward just a slight bit through the early part of Dark Age on Arabia, unless we start seeing folks move out. Zaki's map. Decent backwood. Main gold is pretty safe in the back. Berries, those are pretty terrible. And that wood line's pretty corrupted, so moderately wallable, but he is matched up against the Cav player, so maybe what he goes for here is just for resource walls and plays it open otherwise. Looking at our Berbers player here. 2 really nice backwood lines. Gold's pretty safe. Areas are a little bit awkward up on that hill. But yeah, you could go with some pretty small walls here, right? Wall like this. Maybe just wall to the TC there. And then wall around the gold. Yeah, maybe you put your production buildings up here. Looking at our Vietnamese player, Leveroy. This is probably the best map of the bunch so far. Super wallable. These wood lines are already doing half the work for him. Right, just put your production out front of the berries here. Small wall there, wall here, and you're in good shape. And then finally, looking over here at Sun Warrior. Berries are nice. Woodlines are alright. That gold's a little awkward, though, up on that hill. Probably the thing to do there, again, is get the production buildings out front. Get them far enough out front that archers can't range that wood from the other side. Alright, we do have Loom coming in here for our Berbers player, so it's looking like this is going to be 20 pop scouts. Over on this side, barracks going down already at 20 pops, so this is looking like men-at-arms for Mr. Zaki. Then over on this side, yeah, missing sheep there. Actually, I think our Vietnamese player is missing all 4 of his sheep. Is that right? I think those are his sheep. Not sure quite what happened there. All right. Gogs is hanging out kind of in the vicinity of the barracks. Does he see it? He doesn't. Okay. So yeah, he might be thinking that's what he should look for. Definitely men-at-arms. There's a militia already queuing. Oh, and he's going to spot it right there. Really nicely done by Gogs. And he notices. Yeah, he's going to camp out here. And keep an eye on that and try to track that toward his base. He'll probably react with some resource walls. And yes, it looks like he is. Yep. Yeah, excellent reaction there by Gogs. Knows what's coming. The militia pop, or two of them pop. Take some HP off that scout. And walls going up here early for Leveroy. Going for some big walls here. Real big walls. Is he going to wall to the edge of the map there? Not sure. We'll keep an eye. All right. Men-at-arms, or soon-to-be men-at-arms, on the move. And yeah, we've talked about this before. It's really hard to go men-at-arms in a 2v2 up against the archer player. Precisely because they're usually going straight archers. But it can be a bit more viable against the Cav player, and that's what we have here. The Mayans player going men-at-arms up against the Berbers player. Shouldn't be able to get into the wood here. Oh, this is tough. This guy got walled out away from his lumber camp, so he's going to be idle for a long time. Without designating himself as such. Gogs reacts really nicely here. Immediate resource walls coming down on the berries. There's going to be tight walls, though. He might have some issues collecting food in here. They look like they might be doing all right. All right, taking a look over here at Zaki's follow-up. Already has 2 ranges up, already producing archers. Yeah, this is looking pretty nice for him. Clean build. Maybe thinking about starting to wall this way here. Probably wants to get a spear out at this point, since he does have the Cav on his side. So he could certainly send a spear forward and make this attack even harder for Gogs to clean up on his own. Alright, looks like he found the sheep. But because he's walled, the sheep had to go all the way around. Sorry, my voice is cracking like I'm going through puberty here. Apologies. Alright, scouts are on the move. Scouts are on the move, heading towards Zaki's base here. Probably will pick this Vil, this Waller. She's already weak. Oh no, looks like Gogs is going to go straight for the gold. A nice reaction by Zaki. Yeah, knows that he can take this. Small number of scouts with loomed villagers and no upgrades on the scouts. Villagers can do quite well. Does lose the one, though. What about on the other side? Sun Warrior, his scouts on the move, but man, Leveroy with the most ambitious walls I've ever seen. But then again, look at this wood line. How do you not wall it with a wood line like that? It's just begging to be walled. All right, scouts are in, maybe? Yes, no? Hard to tell what's happening there. There's some real pathing issues. Yeah, they will kill that Vil. And perhaps some others, so I guess it's walled, and they were just attacking through a corner. Not quite sure what happened there. Alright, meanwhile, on this side, looks like Zaki sent some archers forward, or at least one archer, but she fell to the town center. He's got another archer here, so he might try to harass this wood line. And Sun Warrior to the rescue. So he's going to drive Gogs' scouts out. And yeah, Gods of Eejit looking like they're in a pretty decent spot here. Although somehow they're 5 Vils back. And the food eco here for Gogs looking real nice. Yeah, we've got 7 farms here for Sun Warrior. 13 for Gogs. So Gogs should be able to have a much more competitive castle age time than his opponent. Alright, a lone archer going forward for Leveroy. Sun Warrior doesn't spot him here, though. Ooh, a whole group of archers going forward. They have fletching as well. So, yeah, Sun Warrior is probably going to have to turn back here. and go home and deal with that. All right, a lot to try to track here. Zaki trying to move forward, trying to link up here with these scouts, but these scouts, yep, heading home to deal with this. There's no spear with them, and these are small numbers, so they should be able to clean this without problem. We do have fletching. Well, yeah, that's by default. Those are Magyars. No armor, however. Ooh, and yeah, Leveroy doing exactly the thing to do here, which is use these oases. As a Cav player, man, there's nothing more frustrating than trying to kill some archers, and they go and tuck themselves between the wood and water of an oasis. But yeah, nicely done there by Leveroy. All right, 3-vil lead at the moment for TGT. Ooh, and Gogs, man, he means business here. So he's gotten the attack upgrade, the armor upgrade, and bloodlines. So he's looking to go heavy in feudal here, I assume. Yeah, the archer mass really starting to build here. A much better army for TGT right now. And the scout, oh no. And he's got a hole. And he's got a hole and he can't wall it in time. Oh, disaster here. EGT 5-vils up, 13 military numbers up, and they are inside of Sun Warrior's base. And what on earth can he possibly do here? This woodline he needs to evacuate. Needs to get some houses down here, or even better, here to keep that gold safe. Yeah, he is in a real bad spot here. Does have this one scout inside of its inside of Leveroy's base. No, get a house. House. That's a lot of archers. A lot of archers. Sun Warrior's eco is completely idled at this point. And it just, to make matters even worse here for the gods of Eejit, got Castle Age inbound for Mr. Gogs. Right, archers coming in, trying to score some damage here on Gogs. Does have a defensive tower on this gold, although at least some of that gold will be rangeable. What about scouts? So Gogs has 2 scouts on. So I'm kind of surprised, actually, he invested as heavily as he did in the scout upgrades. Given that he didn't have that many scouts. I guess he wanted to take a good fight, and he did end up taking a pretty good fight against Sun Warrior. Alright, here come Zaki's archers. Got 6 of them there, and Zaki is on the way up to Castle Age as well. So the hopes of the gods of Eejit are hanging on the shoulders of Zaki here, because Sun Warrior is going to be out of this game for a while. Oh man, archers coming in this way. There's another hole there. Yeah, elevation like this is just so hard to wall on. And poor Sun Warrior, man, just completely trapped in here. Full surround. Alright, Zaki trying to relieve some pressure on his buddy by moving out on Leveroy's base here. Might be able to cause some harassment on this wood line. But Castle Age is in here for Gogs. What's he going to go for here? 2 stable. Resource, not very much wood. His wood was harassed quite a bit in Feudal Age. So we'll probably stay 2 stable here for a while. And the +2 armor on the way. So, yeah, this is looking very much like Gods of Eejit's game to lose here. Zaki slips in. Was there a hole in the wall? There was a hole right there. Alright, some nice counter damage. There's still 12 of those down. And there's knights, not feudal archers. They do turn to Expo, but these are +2 knights. Not going to need too many of them to clean up 6 archers. Nice micro there by Zaki, getting as much value as he can. Let's check in. Alright, look at this. Zaki to the rescue. Excellent micro. Not sure if he has the hill, but Micron like a beast here. Look at that. Is this Zaki or is this Leary? I'm not sure. All right, very, very nicely done. Leveroy coming forward with a Siege Workshop to put the killing blow on Sun Warrior. But suddenly there's no archers to support this. And Zaki's going to see it, and he's going to go up there and clean it up. But Zaki's got some problems as well. Scouts in his base. Cleans that up. Is he full walled here to deal with the Knights? Looks like he is. All right, but here come the Knights. Zaki's got a very small contingent here. And that's a lot of military bearing down on him. So he's going to either have to let his friend die here, or he's going to have to send all his reinforcements this way. But there aren't that many reinforcements to speak of. Only 11 Expo for Zaki. Huge military advantage now for TGT. Huge Vil advantage. And yeah, this game seems all but unwinnable at this point for Gods of Eejit. Yeah, it's been a bad day at the office here for Sun Warrior. The GG is called, and game number 1 goes to TGT. Take a quick look at the stats here. All right. Yeah, unsurprisingly, very healthy KDs for the TGT boys. Nice eco for Zaki. So, yeah, he avoided taking much damage on his base. But, yeah, that hole in the wall really hurt Sun Warrior. But honestly, even if that hole hadn't been there, the numbers, the military numbers were definitely favoring Gogs and Leveroy. So too were the upgrades. And so it was probably only a matter of time before they broke in there on Sun Warrior. All right. Game number 2. So we now go to the home map for Zaki and Sun Warrior. Which I take it is Nomad. All right. Well, I think I got the civs wrong here for TGT. We've got Malians, Koreans. What was I guessing? Portuguese? Portuguese, Malians. I was thinking Koreans for Arena. But nope, we're going to see Koreans here on Nomad. All right. It's a great civ on Nomad. War wagons are super strong. So they can be the really aggressive civ in early castle. The Malians can boom it out. On the other side, we've got a kind of similar dynamic. Spanish, obviously known for the castle drop into conks on this map, and teamed up with Persians, who, like Malians, are an excellent civ for booming it out and getting big numbers of cav on the field. All right, let's see the starting positions here. So Gogs, our Malians player, he'll have a lot of space to himself down here, which is exactly what you want if you're going to be the boomy player. And then up here, we've got Spanish and Koreans right next door to each other. Koreans, he's got access to stone right there at his TC. The Spanish player, stone's pretty close. What's the gold situation here? Koreans player's got 2 great gold mines. And, ooh, boy, that is tough for Zaki. Gold is... Man, this is some unfortunate generation for him. He's going to have to go all the way up there to get access to gold, or all the way down here. And then over here, looking at our Persians player, he's got a little bit of room to breathe. So yeah, if you're Gods of Eejit, what's the play here? Try to castle drop Koreans before they can castle drop you. I mean, certainly if these players find out their locations to one another, they're probably neither of them is going to go water. They're probably both going to try to just get the fastest castle time they can get, such that they can drop a yeah, I was afraid this might happen. So there's just a bug on nomadic maps. It might be because of the treaty box. No one's quite sure, but it's a bug that's been occurring since the treaty box came out. So it's not just Nomad, it's nomadic maps. We had this bug on Steppe the other night. Had it yesterday on Nomad as well. And yeah, the games are just, they're bugged. So I'm sorry, Gods of Eejit. We won't get to see what happens here. But we know they win because there's a third game in the file here, which doesn't look like a dummy game. We'll check it just to make sure. But yeah, I would have liked to have seen this one. This was sure to be a lot of aggression here. And what was the dock situation looking like? Sun Warrior with a nice dock location here. And yeah, he's right next door to the Koreans' fish. Man, everyone's next door to each other with the fish. So the water action would have been hot and spicy. So too would the land action have been. So that's a bummer. All right, game 3. Hopefully it's a real game 3. It looks like it. So yeah, Gods of Eejit must have taken game 2 on Nomad. Congrats to them on that. And we come to a decider. Here we go. Zaki as the pulls. Sun Warrior as the melee. Our guesses were right on that one. On the other side, Byzantines, Mongols. So Portuguese actually didn't end up being used here by TGT. Here, let's just note 1 victory for each team. Bleating the walls, giving them some more space for the lumber camps. All right, Mongols, Byzantines. What's the play? Play Poles. So we've got 2 civs here in Byzantines and Malay that both like to get to Imperial Age fast, are commonly used to do that. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see what the play is there. Mongols, you often see a lot of Castle Age pressure with Mangadai, but they also can have a pretty decent little boom. Over here, Poles, another civ that's really, really nice for late Castle Age pressure. Once you have that castle up and you have the unique tech on those knights, the really cheap knights, spam those like crazy. What is the... Yeah, I mean, what's the castle drop potential look like for these different players? Yeah, this is a little rough here. So the Byzantines player, right? Suppose you got a castle right there. Now cut off that stone, that gold, that gold. This stone is going to be hard to access. All you have to work with is a 4-tiler. That's not great. Similar problems on the other side. Right? Malay, not really commonly used as a castle drop civ, so I don't have to worry about it. But both stones really close to each other and really close to the wall. So you could have no access to stone if there's a castle drop there. Tower rushing is even an option. And then over on this side, this is spec is you. Not worried about a spectator. So I actually think this is another common bug. Is over the last like month or two, I think more often than not it will show a spectator when I've been playing games. There's no way there's that many people interested in watching my boring ladder games. So I really do think there is like some kind of weird spectator bug. And it's definitely been freaking a lot of people out in this tournament. So. All right. Yeah, hard. You know, some civs, it's pretty predictable what the strat's going to be. Here, not so much. But let's keep an eye on where these players go with their builds. We can go on 2x speed here just for a little bit. This is Arena. Not a whole lot of action early. Just keep an eye here on these players' builds. Especially curious to see when and if players go to stone. All right, there There we go. There's our first stone pile. Mr. Zaki. So yeah, he wants to get that unique tech sooner than later. I mean, it might be that he doesn't go knights at all, right? You could always go with the Oberk. Unique unit. Alright, we've got a pretty fast uptime here for our Mongols player. But going with a 20 pop up. Leveroy. Now, when I see that against Mongols, if I'm on the other side, I'm usually thinking Tower Rush. But not on stone. So it's not that.
Gotów jestem.
Alright, what is this? Is this towers? I'm so excited. Alright. This is what I like to see. Leveroy. He's just gonna have just a bonkers castle time here. So doesn't quite have the wood. All right, there it is. He's got the wood now to get down the blacksmith. But yeah, Mongols with that hunt bonus. He's gonna be in castle age. But wait a second. He's got to spend his wood now on this defensive tower. Spending his wood on the defensive tower, and now he's not going to be able to afford the blacksmith for a while. So if nothing else, this push here is going to delay Leveroy's castle time. But man, this is already being repelled here. We've got... I can't tell if that was a horse and its rider, or the scout and another vill. Tower does go up here. No fletching for either of these players. What about on the other side here? Bit of idle time there for Sun Warrior. Alright, some stone here for our Malay player. So that'll be interesting to see what the play is there. Alright, Sun Warrior on the way to Castle Age. He'll be the first one up. Mongols player has the res now, but doesn't have that second building. So yeah, he's desperately trying to collect that wood so he can get just 10 more wood to get the blacksmith down. And hasn't dropped it yet. Okay, Zaki loses his repairville. And it looks like he's given up on this. Yeah, sent the boys and girls back home. I think... yeah, I think the plan there was to set the stage for Castle Draft. Alright, there's the blacksmith coming down. Ooh, keep her alive. Oh. Alright. Leveroy loses one vill. There's still 4 vills in this tower. So Zaki hasn't given up on it, and this tower is going to go down. Maybe the push isn't dead. Alright. What's the follow-up? Yeah, it's going to try to break through here. Fletching. Nope, no fletching yet. Alright, our Byzantines player on the way. Going with a stable. So actually going to go knights here. As Byzantines. Yeah. Only 1 on stone here for Sun Warrior. Not sure what he's thinking. Maybe just looking to go full boom here. Alright, Zaki's through. Here comes tower number 2. And Leveroy just battening down the hatches, trying to get up all the house walls he can at this point. And if you're Zaki, I mean, Zaki doesn't... What the... Okay. He's just going to rush down the tower. Which makes sense. He's got a lot of vills here. And is this not in range? Quick wall. No, you can't really. You can just delete the wall anyway. Alright, trying to get some quick walls down in time. Ooh, nicely done. And Zaki fighting this off here. Kills 1 vill of Leveroy's. And if he can repair this enough to hop in it. Nice tower there by Leveroy. This is great. I love this. All right, it does look like a boom here for Sun Warrior on the other side. So this tower, that will not go up. There's no way that's going up. And Castle Age just about in here for Leveroy. But how do you follow this up right now? Loses 2 more villagers here, so he is in a rough spot. Real rough spot. All right. So, I mean, we've already got an 18-ville lead for Gods of Eejit. So this tower rush, even though Zaki hasn't penetrated that far into Leveroy's base, has gotten crazy value out of this push. There's vills going down all over the place here. Yeah, Leveroy has lost so many. He's down to 19 villagers. The next lowest player is 30. So, yeah, this is nuts. This is a really, really effective tower rush. The most effective tower rush I've seen with so few towers in a while. Another vill down for Leveroy. All right, on this side here, Gogs looks like he also wants to boom it out a bit. Maybe he'll, yeah, just go 2 TC here, try to get to Imperial Age and take out Sun Warrior. But Sun Warrior having a real nice boom here himself, up to 43 vills. He's got a 10 vill lead over Gogs. And, all right, second TC coming down here for Leveroy. Castle Age on the way for Emperor Zaki. All right, fletching is in for both these players. Like 2 vills in that tower. We got 4 vills in this tower. Yeah, nice decision there by Zaki. Jumping out, killing the scout. Although he does have knights to contend with, so he might... yeah, might want to house wall these towers up here a little bit. Barracks coming down for Leveroy. Realizes that he needs some access to stone. Can't go on this side because of the tower. And yeah, with all those vills in there and with fletching, this tower actually is going to take out that knight. So, yeah, Gog's really trying his best to help out his teammate here. Right, went into knights for that purpose. Also grabbing relics, so 2 relics in the bank. Yeah, this eco lead continuing to bloom here for Sun Warrior. Really nice food eco. 26 farms already. Zaki building a random palisade. All right, 3 towers here though, so yeah, those knights are going to take a lot of crossfire here. Leveroy, I think, really wants to get to a castle here. But at the moment, only 45 stone in the bank. So Mangadai are a long way off. Right, over here, Zaki is going into a boom of his own behind this pressure. Already has a castle up. Still ham in the stone. Second town center. And he's only 2 vills behind Gogs at this point. Gogs, remember, he's kind of split his resources between booming and getting some knights out and gathering relics. Those relics will be useful in the long run. And guard tower upgrade. This is nice. So yeah, this mangonel is going to need constant repairs. Guard towers are quite nice against mangonels. And that mango's going down. That is going down. And yeah, that tower is toast. How far from another castle? 225 on stone. That's what Zaki's going to do here, right? It's on stone there. He's just going to drop a castle. Drop one right here. Drop one... I don't know if there's space right there. Or if you really want the killer blow, right? Come around and drop one right here. Cut off stone, gold, stone. Of course, there's a siege workshop, which could pop a ram. Yeah, look how useless these knights are here. 3 guard towers, and they're garrisoned. Knights can't come anywhere near to help with this. You could send rams, but these vills will probably just batter the ram down. Alright, another relic coming in, so that's relic number 4 here for Gogs. Which, in a 1v1 situation, would mean a great deal. It's a little less important in a team game where players have access to trade. So the fact that Gods of Eejit don't have access to relics, not the end of the world for them, but of course a nice gold boost there for Gogs. Alright, he's continuing to send knights. Problem is they're just trickling in, and so they're just not really getting any value here. And meanwhile, look at the boom. Look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 town centers. Sun Warrior, you greedy, greedy boy. And he's on the way to Imperial Age as well. Zaki just dancing with these vills, hopping between tower and tower. He wants both towers to have a little extra punch there. 4 vills in this one. Or actually, it looks like he's just going to give that one up. And at this point, he's just playing with house money here, right? This is all gravy. If he loses these vills, so what? At this point, Gods of Eejit are so far ahead. 50 vill lead. And, yeah, I'm very curious to see how Sun Warrior follows this up. We don't have any production buildings yet. Oh, I take that back. Range is coming down. So, yeah, looking to go Arb Bombard, Arb Hal Bombard, perhaps. Bodkin coming in. Yeah, this is probably Arb Bombard here. Although no siege workshops quite yet. Towers are almost cleared. The vills. Yeah, these guys can say goodbye. And we salute you. You brave villagers. Killed very, very many greys. Alright. Yeah, and Zaki's eco's looking pretty nice as well. So he is even in villagers here with Gogs. They're both on 3 town centers. But the sleeping beast is about to awaken here from his hibernation with over 100 villagers, and this is going to be a flood. So the question, though, does Sun Warrior go for Leveroy, or does he go here for Gogs? Alright, Knights coming over here. They're going to see the production buildings. Expo are out, though. They're not garrisoned. And in these numbers, they'll get cleaned pretty easily. These are +2/+2 Knights. So Sun Warrior's got to be careful here to maintain his numbers. Wants to wait till he's got upgrades in chemistry on the way. So that'll help out the archers, and also will they have access to Bombard, right? My knowledge of which civs have Bombard cannons and which don't is embarrassingly scattered. Alright, Arbalist upgrade on the way. Bracer is in. Chemistry is just about in. But Sun Warrior needs numbers. He needs more numbers than this. And he needs siege. Alright. Imperial Age on the way for Gogs, on the way for Zaki as well. And over here, little 3 TC boom, so Leveroy doing his best to recover. Only 18 vills behind Zaki. So this game it's not out of the question. Malay, they've got a great transition into Imperial Age, I'd say. If they can get up quickly. And they're very dangerous at that point, but in the really long game, Probably prefer Byzantines Mongols here to Poles Malay. So I think Gods of Eejit definitely want to take advantage of the big lead they have right now. Don't give TGT an opportunity to come back into this game. And yeah, Sun Warrior needs siege. All right, there we go. There it is. Bombards are rolling out. One is out, 4 more in the queue. And this castle is not long for this world. It is a Byzantine castle. It's got a bit more HP. And we've got a skirm transition here for Gogs, which definitely looks like the right play here up against Arbalist. And those are discounted skirms as Byzantines. Missing some upgrades on those, however. Yeah, definitely want to get the armor. Alright. 4th TC coming down here for Zaki. Castle coming down for Leveroy. But we're going to focus here. This is where the action looks like it will be for the foreseeable future. Cavalier upgrade on the way for Zaki. And yeah, suddenly these skirms are not going to be viable on their own. Not with Cavalier on the field. And I didn't notice if Zaki got the unique tech. We will keep an eye on that. Alright. A lone brave Mangonel going out to take on Zaki by himself, and he is no more. Alright, on this side, a lot of skirms here. But yeah, the bombards continue to come out. A castle here for Sun Warrior. Some more siege workshops to get those bombards out a little more quickly. 9 bombards queued. So there's a backlog on those boys. These Byzantine castles, man, they take forever to go down. And a 5th TC here for Zaki. But, yeah, not much to see here. Imperial Age on the way for Leveroy. And yeah, we just wait for these bombard numbers to build up here at this point. It's a lot of skirms. But, again, once these walls are down, the skirms are going to be bad way. That's still a 74 vil lead here for Gods of Eejit. A 30 military advantage. And a tech advantage on top of that. Alright, the castle is just about down. There's a hole in the wall. The Cavalier are in. And hard to see a way for Gogs to survive this. You know, bombards, they're scary to have on the field when you're up against Mangadai. Mangadai snipe them so fast. But, Leveroy, you know, he's still trying to recover from that damage he took early on. So Mangadai are still a long way off. And by the time we see Mangadai, I think this game might be over. It's a lot of bombards here. 6 bombards. More on the way. 7, 8, 9. The flood continues here. We've got pikemen from Leveroy. But, yeah, they will not do too well with Arbalist on the field. Zaki diving into raid here. And the TCs are dropping. Only 2 Cs left here. In-your-face castle. I think we will see the GG here very soon. 100 vil advantage. Basically no military to speak of for TGT. Yeah, the dragon certainly woke up here. Sun Warrior. Alright, Gogs sending res over to Leveroy, trying, probably desperately calling for Mangadai. Mangadai are being produced, so you are the first Mangadai of the game. And Wing to Tsar. One of the sexiest looking units in the game, no doubt. Alright, Vils Sunware's not even going to wait for this town center to go down. He's going to start mining the gold right away. Got a little boxing match in the midst of all this. Bombards, 8 of them creeping around. And what's going on this side? Alright, Mangadai, Pikes, pushing. So Zaki wanted to start trebbing Gray. Gray had other thoughts. But the slaughter continues here. Look at Bombards. Okay, Bombards. They want to go in a different way. Alright, that TC is gone. And we've got 30 vills left here for Gogs at this point. Leveroy trying to get the Mangadai numbers up. But, yeah, remember, these Cavalier are cheap. Cheap, cheap, cheap. And these Mangadai, these are not elite. They're not in a huge mass at this point. And once Sun Warrior turns his wrath on Gray, Gray's going to be in big trouble. Man, Leveroy, though, did have a nice boom behind that, up to 115 bills. He certainly made the most out of a really bad situation. Zaki on 63 farms. You could spam these winged Hussar all day long. 10 vills. Is Gog's going to be defeated here? Where are his 7 vills? Alright, there's 1 vill up there. Oh, here we go. Refugees. Alright. Everybody's going idle. We've got the GG called. Wow. Well played by Gods of Eejit. That was one hell of a tower rush. So, yeah, they come back after getting smashed in game 1. Taking game 2. We'll never know what happened there. Unless one of these guys spills the secrets. And then a really dominant victory in game 3. Gods of Eejit take the set 2-1. Yeah, really nice comeback there. Let's look at the stats here real quickly. Incredible KD there for Sun Warrior. Yeah, Malay are very, very scary. Had a crazy boom, although Zaki really not that far behind him, which is impressive. 9:27-minute castle time, and almost pulled off a just ridiculous fast castle, but Zaki was there to force Leveroy to invest into towers. And yeah, that will do it. So that was a Division E set from week 3. And yeah, I'll look forward to casting some more games here in the coming days. Hopefully my voice returns back to normal, so I'm actually intelligible on these casts. All right, you guys have a good night.